All right, y'all. So, look, good morning, everybody at Upper Echelon University. Um, so, this video that I'm making today is really just going to be based on how you can create a six-figure apartment approval business. All right, y'all. So, when we generally talk about, apartment approvals, I see that a lot of you guys see people online doing it, advertising on Instagram, stuff like that, right? So, you can definitely make a business out of it because a lot of people need to up and move, and get into, better looking apartments ASAP. A lot of people are not going to have the credit to do so. Okay. So it's an underserved community and it's an underserved market, which means that from you learning what you learn in a university, can use these skills now to go ahead and make a business out of it and get people approved for, apartments, high rises, townhomes, any type of lease property in general. Okay. So generally speaking, it's three general ways that you can get people approved for apartments within a relatively quick time frame. The first way is going to be called credit repair, obviously, right? So if you know how to fix people credit, you can get stuff removed. You can get stuff blocked and removed from people credit report within about 4 days with the consumer laws. So if you know that you're good at that, and you can get stuff removed from people credit, then you can get them approved for an apartment pretty much within maybe 2 weeks or less. You use those first few days to go ahead and get the negative items removed. Then you go ahead and add on a tray line. With the tray line, you just make sure that after the negative items are swept off, and you add the tray line. Now you at a 750 credit score, 700 credit score, especially if it's an age tray line, right? You got 10 plus years, and then boom, you right there, and that's going to pass what you need credit wise. Okay, guys. Because when it comes to apartments, if I'm being honest with you, they really just looking to see whether you had any prior evictions, whether you got any criminal history, do you owe any unpaid balances to any apartment communities. So it's really going to be a matter of criminal history and rental trade lines. If you got any collections or broken leases, or evictions, that's really for the most part what they're looking for. Um, and then also income. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that you either, whether you're self employed or you got a job or you own a business, that you bring in an income that's going to be 3 to 3.5 times whatever the market rent is for that unit. All right. That's generally what they're looking for. So the first way, obviously, is if you're able to get people credit repair fast. That's number one. Number two is credit profile numbers, also known as CPNs. So this is something I teach in this course, right? How to go ahead and create CPNs. So there's obviously a whole PDF in the university about how to do this. So if you're not in a university, simply just tap in. There's different memberships at different price points. So I don't want to hear that you can't do it. You can get as little as $27 a month and get access to all this information. But the second way is going to be with CPN. So if you know how to make CPNs, you learn how to make CPNs. It is a skill that still obviously pays. It's great to use for apartment approvals. It's generally quick. If you make a CPN from scratch, it'll take about 30 days, maybe 45 days to register with the credit bureaus nowadays. All right. Once you create that CPN properly, it's a brand new and fresh credit profile where there is not going to be any negative rental history, no evictions, no nothing attached to this. So it's a fresh credit profile. You add a trade line, two trade lines on there that's age. Now you got a 750 with a good enough credit history where they don't got to ask you no questions. And at that point, the only thing else you need at that point is just the income documents. So that all just depends on the community, right? So generally speaking, if a community is able to accept the offer letter of employment, then you agree. You don't got to do too much. You just get an offer letter made over, well, you know what I'm saying? Company letterhead, a reasonable email that's not a Gmail, like get like Google Workspace, you know what I'm saying? Get something reasonable, you know what I mean? That shows an actual company email. If you have your own company, use your own company. If you know somebody that has a company, use their company. You know what I'm saying? Break bread with them. So, that's a whole nother play. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and learn how to make CPNs. You can do this for as many people as you like. All right. Especially once you got the correct supporting documentation that's going to go with that profile. Because with apartments, once again, as long as they look as legit as possible on the front, nobody really cares. They want to get leases, y'all. They don't really give a fuck like that. All right. So that's number two. Let's go ahead and make CPNs, right? Number three, It's a method that's a little bit similar. It's called keys in hand. So with keys in hand, let's say, for example, you live in Los Angeles. Let's put an example, right? And you got clients that they just want to move into an apartment, right? Or they just want to get, move into a home or anything like that, any lease property. You already have a CPN or two CPNs that's built up in your name. You can use those CPNs to apply for the apartment, get approved for the apartment, and now it only gonna take you a few days because your CPN already built. You don't gotta wait 30 days. Now it's gonna take you, maybe 2, 3 days. You get the approval. Now you get approved. Now you can charge them even more because you already have the property approved. It's nothing they have to go through, but they get the keys from you. You know what I'm saying? And then you just transfer over the lease. So that's the third way. It's gonna be keys in hand. Keys in hand, you can charge a lot more because it's an expedited service because you know you're going to get them approved pretty much, especially if you know the process of applying for apartments, for applying for lease property, right? So that's the third way. It's going to be keys in hand. And I know some people do profiles and stuff like that, but that's a method that I'm not even going to go over here because, like, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I'm not really, I'm just trying to keep everything as legal as possible, as clean as possible as far as the methods that I'm giving y'all so y'all can do stuff that's going to be relatively no risk. All right. So you got CPNs, you got credit repair, and then building a credit, which won't take that long for an apartment. As long as you know how to get the negative items removed, you can get somebody approved for an apartment within 2 weeks. The third way is going to be keys in hand. So those are the three general ways that you can go ahead. If you know how to do these three different things, now you can take on as many clients as possible because you got three different solutions to their problem. You know what I'm saying? So now that's how you're gonna be able to build a six-figure apartment approval business by knowing those three methods on how to go ahead and do that. All right. Now I'm gonna dive a little deeper. So if you make CPNs, right, or if you're doing credit repair to get them approved for an apartment, what you need to do is you need to be able to have a team of virtual assistants that can assist you with documentation. What I mean by this is that apartments, generally speaking, are going to ask you for income documentation, proof, you know what I'm saying? Which is going to be proof of income, pay stubs, bank statements, offer letters, something like that. So you need to be able to have people on your team that are going to be able to, obviously procure these documents and get them made as fast as possible. So you can go ahead and upload it so you can be fine with your application. So in order to hire virtual assistants, I'm gonna just give out some game. I'm gonna give out a lot of game. I already gave out a lot of game for free already, but we just gonna we gonna go. I told you I'm diving deeper into this. But, all right, this is the website you can use that I use called onlinejobs.ph. This is where you can hire. This is where you can hire virtual assistants from overseas, from the Philippines, to work for your company. And the thing is, you can hire for stuff like document editors, people that can edit PDFs for you, make documents, approval documents, right? Now you can make a whole business out of that now, right? You can hire, people that's going to do your public records for the CPNs, right? To push the public records through so you can make profiles as fast as possible. Because if you try to manually input CPN information into 400, 500 websites, which is 400, 500 public records, now it's like when you're doing that yourself, that's a headache. You can get hella profiles done if you simply just hire assistants to do that. And you don't got to pay them nothing crazy. 25, 30 US a week. A lot of y'all spending 25, 30 US a day on BS. So you can easily spend out on an assistant to get you what you need to get done in a week and get all your clients out the way. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's that. If you do credit repair and you fix people credit so you can get them approved for apartments within, a week, 2 weeks, you can hire VAs that's going to do credit repair. There's a lot of VAs that already know, you know, how to do consumer law. If you do Metro 2, you do Dispute Panda, if you do Dispute Fox, if you do any softwares, You know what I'm saying? They know how to do. A lot of them know how to do that already. And I'm gonna go even further, bro. I'm gonna go even further. So when you're in the process of hiring assistants, you need to be very specific with what you're looking for as an employer. So this is what I use. It's called Google Gemini. It's an AI software. It's just like ChatGPT, where you can literally say, I'm gonna give you all an example of exactly how I hire. I need a credit repair virtual assistant. I am willing to pay them 50 USD a week. I need them to be able to dispute using consumer laws, Metro 2, and CFPB and FTC complaints. Make a job post. Boom. So y'all don't gotta really do nothing special. It will do everything for you. This is the whole job description. This is it. This is it. This is literally the game right here. This is the game that nobody else is giving y'all. For sure, for sure. I know that. You copy that. You go ahead and post the job. All right. I'm not gonna do this because I already have credit repair VAs. All right. You put in a job description, you put in a job title, you put what their wage or salary is gonna be per month. You pay them $50 a week, $200 a month. All right. You put in their amount of work hours per week. If you want them to work part-time, do 15, 20 hours. If you want to work full-time, put 40 hours. Okay. And then you put in an email that's associated with your account. You go ahead and make an account. It's anywhere between, they have a free account, an account that's $70 a month, and an account that's $100 a month. Y'all gotta understand, this is a small investment because you only need to have this job board for maybe a month at tops. You hire the correct amount of applicants you want, the correct around of candidates, then you're good. You get you a team of 2 to 3 VAs. I promise you, y'all business will be booming. You can get people to answer Instagram DMs. You can get assistants to do customer support for you. Now you don't gotta really do as much in your business, but make content. That sound easy enough for me. To me, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to run that down. That's literally the process. This is how you can run a 6-figure apartment approval business. Like my company has ran pretty much. This is the entire blueprint that I've used. Right. You can do credit repair. You can make CPNs. You can do keys in hand. You have assistants to go ahead and get documents made for you. Okay. They can put in the applications for your clients. Okay. They can make the CPNs. They can do the credit repair and all the other services that you need to get done. But you as a business owner, it's up to you to know the scope of your project, the scope of what need to get done. So in order for you to understand that entire process from top to bottom, you can go on YouTube and try to piece together the whole apartment approval process, or you can simply just subscribe to Upper Echelon University. It's that simple. All right. I just want to make this video because I want to be able to have something where I can give you some free game so you understand how valuable my free game is. So you understand that when you subscribe to the paid information, how crazy it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to go over and give y'all a glimpse of what this university is going to entail. So with that being said, y'all, that's pretty much the full game. Once again, Upper Echelon University is available right now for you guys to go ahead and get. There are plenty of different payment options. I have a monthly option, I have a yearly option, I have a one-on-one mentorship option, and I have a lifetime option as well. All right. And they're going from as low as $27 a month. All right, y'all. So you can't say that you don't have it. What do y'all spending $27 on the eighth on dumb shit every day? Spend 27 to invest into your actual future. I mean, so that being said, y'all, I'm logging out. If y'all need any credit related, you know what I'm saying, services, products, financial approval docs, things of that nature, my Telegram, it will be in the description of this video. So you will be able to tap in with that. I want to make sure that I get everybody situated. You need trade lines, you need anything, Telegram, I got everything.